hard, it's scary and nerve-wracking. Just like starting 6th grade. Middle school was intimidating, and we didn't know what to expect. However, for most of us, excitement surpassed the negative feelings, and we were ready to begin a new adventure. When you start anything new, the key is to perfect the basics. In guitar, chords like G, C, E, and A may seem simple, but they are the fundamentals on which everything is built off of, similar to 6th grade. We use the same concept and learn things like pre-algebra, French and Spanish 1, English 1, ancient world cultures, and life science. All of these subjects prepared us for more advanced topics and provided us with a basic understanding of what was to come in our middle school education. Without our House 1 and 2 teachers there to explain the fundamentals we needed, we wouldn't have been able to succeed in 7th grade. The next year of middle school is like playing a basic song. While it may seem simple enough, learning to transition from chord to chord and interlocking them takes time and effort, just like applying knowledge from one subject to another. 7th grade was a year in which classes worked together and we learned how to apply our knowledge of English to science and math analysis questions and use our skills of math and science. By now, everything seemed to be pulling together and we had a grasp on middle school and guitar. The last part of a guitar journey is learning more complicated songs. Sometimes they call for harder techniques and styles of playing, such as finger picking. The songs require more practice and commitment, but in the end, they have the biggest payoff. Similarly, the last year of middle school was harder than the rest. However, 8th grade was the most fun because we got to know our peers and teachers better through trips to Washington, D.C. and the Quebec French immersion trip. I even got the chance to participate in student council as vice president and become the editor of the yearbook. Along with extracurriculars, the classes this year were amazing. Having Miss Gigliotti for homeroom and civics was a wonderful experience. We read Animal Farm, which gave us a different perspective on government, and joined forces with Mr. McCann's class to create active citizenship projects. Science with Mr. Mayor was a blast. When I wrote my first lab report, I was so clueless on what to do, but throughout the year, he taught us how to do that and much more through fun experiments and bad science puns, but only periodically. I think because math is my favorite subject, I was bound to enjoy Miss Conover's Algebra 2 class. However, it was her fresh teaching style and conic section salad that kept us intrigued and ready to learn more. Madame Dupuis' fashion sense and food days were things we looked forward to all year, and I will miss her interesting stories the most. Lastly, English class was rigorous and hard, yet Mrs. Blake's assignments like the Romeo and Juliet reenactments and creative projects that always allowed me to showcase my rapping abilities, made the class lots of fun. It was worth all of the effort because we know that we have come out as better writers, prepared for the high school because of her class. There's a quote by Paulo Coelho that says, "Each day for me is a musical note that I use to compose the symphony of my life." We will never stop learning and playing, and high school is just the next step in our academic careers, the next notes in the movements of our next symphonies. High school represents the more difficult songs we're going to have to play, and the challenges we will have to overcome. Although we may have some high days and low days, those sharps and flats add dimension and beauty to our compositions. In the end, each of us ends up with a song which is different and unique in some way, but still works together in harmony. When we put all of the things we learned in middle school together, it makes a beautiful song. This is my song.